So I heard this sermon from Sarah Jakes, and oh my God, wow, 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 wow. It was actually a part of the journey for me, um, in my transition to where I'm at in space and life and time. But it was just saying, she was saying, oh, she said so much. There's a difference between nice and weak, right? I had to learn the difference. That was one of, I will say, one of my biggest challenges in this lifetime for me, was learning the difference between being weak versus versus being nice, right? um she mentioned how the devil loves nice, right? Because women, we are definitely guilty of nice, right? We are so nice to the point where we completely immerse ourselves in people and relationships and things, to the point where we completely lose ourselves. And that is not being nice, right? There is a level of weakness that shows up, and it doesn't mean you're weak, because I was born strong. Let me just say that. Like, you don't, with the things that I've endured in my life, whether it was health, wealth, whatever it was, I soared through it like a soldier, right? Because that's regimented in my spirit, right? I am a fighter. I don't give up. I don't sink, right? So it's understanding that though you may not be weak, you can show up weak to people, right? And that's their bad, right? That's their lesson and their story to learn who you are versus who they thought you were, right? And so it's understanding that weakness doesn't serve a place in our growth, right? You don't have to always be nice to people. Your heart knows the right thing. And in Sarah Jake's sermon, she also mentioned how God rocked the table. Like, he wasn't always nice, and he disappointed, and all of those things. Yes, we are human. We're going to do that. You don't always have to be nice, right? But what does your heart say? Is your heart intentional in a good way? Is your heart, I dedicate myself to helping people. That's what I love to do. That's that I was definitely called to do that in this lifetime, for sure. There's nothing, that is why I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I found my calling, right? And so it's understanding that I was never weak, but it's also understanding that we have weak moments. It's understanding that people create that for us, because again, like the other video I did, the mirror effect. It's the mirror effect. And it's understanding that you don't always have to show up in the world doing for everybody all the time, or putting yourself last all the time. I don't understand why we were raised to believe that. Like, be selfish. Put yourself first. Do things for yourself, right? Especially if you know you have that kind heart. I'm not talking about selfish people. This doesn't apply to you. If you're selfish and you know you're selfish, this doesn't apply to you. You're always doing things for yourself, right? But there are people out here who do not do things for themselves ever. And life is not lifing for you because of that.